Hi guys, today's video is about the art brush in Adobe Illustrator. An art brush stretches or scales an object or artwork along the length of a path, allowing the shape to follow the path's curvature. So let's learn how to use it. As you can see, I already have just the art brushes showing in the brushes panel, but there are more sitting in the library, so don't worry. How do we apply them to our strokes or artwork? Simply have one selected, and let's pick the brush tool and click and drag to draw. To change the brush to a different one, simply have your stroke selected, and from the list, just click to pick another brush, and that brush shall be applied to your stroke. To view or add more brushes to your brushes panel, just click this icon to go to the brush library. And let's go to Artistic, and then select one of the brushes from here, which shall open a panel of different shapes and sizes of that brush. And you're free to pick any to add to your brushes panel. So let's just click this one, and you shall find it applied to your stroke. Concurrently, that brush gets added to the brushes panel almost instantly. Alright, let's just delete the stroke and let's create an art brush of our own. I'm going to pick the line segment tool and holding Shift, draw a vertical line on the artboard. Let's pick the ellipse tool and holding Shift, click and drag to draw a perfect circle. Now with the circle still selected, hold Option and Shift on a Mac or Alt and Shift on a PC to make a copy of the circle, as illustrated. Option or Alt makes a duplicate of the selected shape, and Shift helps you to move the shape in straight line at precise angles, helping to maintain alignment. Now, click outside the two circles, hold and drag to select both the circles we have just made. And now I'm going to pick the Shape Builder tool from the toolbar. When you take the cursor to your shapes, you'll find a plus sign under the cursor. But we need to remove the two sides. We just need the overlapped shape. So hold Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC, and the plus sign shall transform into a minus sign. So now, when you click anywhere on the shape, it will be removed. Similarly, remove the other side of the shape as well, as illustrated. Now we're left with just this petal. So let's take the cursor to the outside of the top right corner until it changes to a bidirectional arrow. Click and drag to rotate it to the angle illustrated, and then move it to the vertical stem that we drew earlier. Now click it to select it, and then holding Option and Shift on a Mac or Alt and Shift on a PC, move it down to make a copy of the petal. Now simply hit Command D on a Mac or Control D on a PC to make a few duplicates of the petal. What we need now is a mirror image of the petals on the other side of the stem. So let's click and drag to select all the petals. Once the petals are selected, hit Command C on a Mac or Control C on a PC to copy them. And then we need to paste the copy in front of the existing petals. So use the shortcut Command F on a Mac or Control F on a PC to paste them, or you can use the same option from the Edit menu. And here you can find the Paste in Front option. So click to select it. Now all we need to do is click the Flip Horizontally option from the Properties, and you shall find them flipped. Holding Shift, move the petals to the left side of the stem, as illustrated. Now we need to move them down a bit, so holding Shift once again, move them down, as illustrated. And we've got a nice little design created here. Select the whole design and then go to Object, and then Expand, and hit OK once you see this pop up. The expand option converts the stroke of an object or complex fill patterns, gradients, or effects into an outlined, editable shape or vector path. Let's group the shapes by hitting Command G on a Mac or Control G on a PC. Now, let's drag the shape to the brush panel, which will reveal this pop-up, asking you to add this shape as a brush. Select Add Brush from the list, and then hit OK, which will then lead to the Options page. Let's give our brush a new name. Let's call it Leaves. Here you will find 3 scaling options. So basically, Scale Proportionately scales the brush stroke uniformly along both the width and length of the path. Stretch to Fit Stroke Length stretches the brush artwork along the entire length of the path, so the artwork fits exactly along the path's curve. And the Stretch Between guides allows you to specify areas of the brush artwork that will stretch and areas that will remain fixed. So here we can specify the start and end of the areas we want stretched. The direction decides the direction of the stroke. You'll get a better understanding of this when we draw using the brush, and I'm going to illustrate this in a short while. The colorization method controls how the colors of the brush artwork change when you modify the stroke color in your artwork. The None option keeps the brush artwork in its original colors, regardless of the stroke color applied. The Tints option converts the original color of the brush artwork into tints, lighter or darker shades of the stroke color you apply. The Tints and Shades option combines the stroke color with both tints, lighter areas, and shades, darker areas of the original brush artwork, providing more color depth than the Tints option. And lastly, the Hue Shift option shifts the hues of the brush artwork based on the stroke color, while retaining the lightness and darkness, which is luminance, values of the original artwork. Let's just hit OK to accept the options. And now we can delete the shape as well. Let's select our brush from the panel, and then ensure the fill is set to None. Pick the brush tool and click and drag to draw the shape. Now you see we set our direction from top to bottom. That's why the shape is drawn like this. Let's have the shape selected and double click this icon to get into the options. Let's change this option to bottom to top and then hit OK. And you shall find this option. So just hit Apply to Strokes. And the moment we do that, the brush is going to be applied from bottom to top, as you can see. Similarly, if we apply it from left to right, we're going to get a weird effect. And I'm so sure we're going to get a similar effect when we try applying it from right to left. So it entirely depends on the kind of design you have to be applied as a brush. We're going to keep it to bottom to top. So this is how easy it is to create and apply your brush. The next video will be about the Appearance panel, and I'm going to demonstrate that with the help of a text effect, so I'm going to see you there. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, and please share the video and subscribe to my channel, and I shall be with you soon. Until then, goodbye, and thanks for watching.